Hi, I'm Dave Sidden, Executive Director here at Wildlife Images. Today, of course, we're working with a lot of small and infant animals, some of which come into us habituated to humans or just too tame. And that, of course, is not good for their release and their survival prospects. So sometimes when we get these tame animals that somebody have kept for a pet and thought they'd be good out in their own house, we have to go through a process to kind of get them wild again. And occasionally we get other animals in that were kept as pets that never did get real tame. And for example, we have a fox right here that we're working with as a youngster, and Jen's going to put the diet in with this one. You might be able to see the attitude of this little guy. You hear it's pretty darn snarly back there and is very aggressive towards humans. So although people tried to keep it as a pet, they didn't tame this one down. They just seemed to encourage it to be more vicious and a real danger. So you hear that that sound is indicative of a fox that's very unhappy and would like to come right after us, which is great for its survival. We're going to take this little guy out probably in another month or so when it's big enough to fend for itself, catch food. We have to ensure that they are able to hunt and find food on their own, get them a long way from humans, take it out and release it into the wild. So right now, it's not really too hard to imagine this guy making a good, soft transition out into the wild. But unfortunately, we get a lot of animals every year, raccoons, foxes, skunks, other animals like that, where people thought they'd make a great pet. Wild animals do not make good pets, and it's illegal to take them in and try to keep them as a pet. So if you get a wild animal in your care that's injured or orphaned, give us a call or call the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, tell them what you have, and they can bring it out to us, or they can see to it it's brought to a facility where it can be rehabilitated, treated like a wild animal, and returned back out into the wild where it belongs. It's a long process sometimes, but it's necessary to make sure they survive out in the wild. So if you'd like more information about Wildlife Images, our animals are becoming a volunteer, a donor, or maybe us in your estate planning, you can log on to the Wildlife Images website, which is wildlifeimages.org. You'll get all the information there. We hope we see you right here at Wildlife Images in the near future.